Hello guys, DJ Parson here, and we're back for another episode of A Guide Through the Ages. And this time I want to play a 3-player game. And first off I want to play it versus the AI. So I've put 2 hard AIs in the game, and we can start it. I have the random mix, the combination of cards from the base game and the expansion randomly selected, and you can start the game. So 3-player games are a little bit different from 2-player games. So this time we're gonna focus mostly on what is different from the 1 versus 1s. The first turns are basically very much the same. We want to pick the best cards with most value. And in this case there are 2 very good cards, or a lot of usable cards in the first row, so we want to pick 2 cards and not just one of these. So we can take one of these wonders and then take Urban Growth. So we're definitely gonna pick Urban Growth, and then either Library or Stonehenge. I like Library more. Stonehenge of course gives you a lot of science immediately, a big boost in the beginning and then the happy phase. I think Library is more consistent because it gives overall more science in the whole game. I really like that. So I'm going to take this wonder and then end it. Now red just takes Alexander, that's interesting. And green will start with H1. We also took the Hanging Gardens already. We now have to consider which leader we want. You can also take a look in the card pile what is in the game. Of course, from the HA we already have a wonder, and we probably will take Hammurabi now because they cost more and Hammurabi is better than both of them, so no need to take any of these. And then if you look at the wonders and leaders from H1, we see a lot of leaders. We have to somehow decide which one is best for us, but that also depends when they come, so we just have to keep these in mind for now. And I'm going to take Hammurabi, of course play him, and then we can actually build a lab already with Urban Growth. Now we could either increase our population and take Cultural Heritage, but I'd rather take Engineering Genius, because it gives us a discount of 2 for our wonder. It's really nice, especially now we only produce 2, so next turn we want to build another mine. And then Engineering Genius we can use to finish our wonder in 3 turns probably. So we do a border conflict. Red plays Alexander. That's probably been a very standard turn. Yeah, builds a mine and then takes a Colossus. So he has a lot of military in the coming, where we have to be careful with Hammurabi, of course. We lose a lot of our military actions, and also against Julius Caesar, so we definitely have to be careful. With Hammurabi, of course, revolutions are really strong, so maybe we will take Monarchy this turn. We don't want to play the card, we have now free worker. Also border conflict against 2 of these heroes, not the best idea. So we definitely want to increase our population, build 1 mine, and then take Monarchy. And also could take either Iron or Breakthrough. Breakthrough probably the strongest H1 card, maybe besides from Engineering Genius. We don't need the civil actions right now because we have Hammurabi and Monarchy coming, and Iron is also okay, but you don't have to take it. And Breakthrough just very good. So we got an open borders agreement. Is very good for Hammurabi, of course. We get the 3rd military action, but it's very risky against probably Julius Caesar, so we can offer that to red. Would be too risky to offer it to green because he can do 2 politic actions or 2 aggressions each turn if he wants to. But now he doesn't, he has Nostradamus. So we definitely could offer it to him as well. So let's see, who do we want it to offer? Probably red, because red is red's turn is after ours, and green is before us, and so red will be weaker, generally speaking, because we had our turn before red. So offer it, and he rejects it. Okay, that's bullshit. We can change the government form with breakthrough as a revolution, and then we have only 1 action left because of Hammurabi, and we want to increase the population so we don't have corruption. Yeah. Overall very strong to go for an early monarchy with Hammurabi. Let's see if red takes engineering genius, probably. No, it takes urban growth instead. I would have taken engineering genius, but that's his decision, or her. So, some food. Developing theocracy. Engineering genius for him. So now we can try to offer the borders agreement to green. Maybe he will take it. But he also already has 3 military actions, so he probably won't. Could offer to red again. It could be more likely, but I don't know. He accepts it. Okay, that's good. We don't really need it that much, but it's better to have it, and we probably don't want to play any of these. So we want to finish our wonder. And then we can increase our population and take another breakthrough, and then we can consider if we want knights. We don't have a tactic yet, and there's no tactics in play, but knights are overall very strong, so we'll take them. Alternatives aren't looking too good, so let's consider which H1 leader we probably want. For Genghis we would need a tactic pretty soon, that's good for us. Frederick, not really good in our situation, I think, because we don't have the food production for him. And then Jan Zitska is always pretty good. And Michelangelo, okay, so probably, yeah, it's hard to tell. It depends really on what tactics we draw, especially for Genghis Khan and Jan Zitska. And we don't really need the military actions, we have 4 already, so we could definitely go for Genghis Khan if we draw a tactic that has knights in them. So let's see what it is. Development of religion, trade routes or politics, or probably religion. Could also go for politics to draw a tactic. But religion is just so good because it gives you 3 resources and 1 civil action. And there's development of markets. So probably finishes his hanging gardens now. It's 2 food for that, because we are playing the expansion with the rebalanced cards. Then frugality. And he has quite a lot of population and builds warriors. Let's see if he also has a tactic. He does. Okay, so that's a little bit scary, especially because of our borders agreement. So we might have to cancel this pact. Don't want to play any. We could also play just this naval trade agreement, but I don't really see the strength in that, so I'm going to cancel this. Well, let's see first if we play. It's hard to say if we want the military cards because we have no tactics in hand. We really want one with knights, but I think I would have to cancel the pact first. But really we're gonna play a knight, so we still can defend probably. So I'm just gonna draw military cards, and we got one tactic, that's nice. And then we can gain resources as well. Develop the knights, build a knight, and then also build a warrior, play this tactic. And then we maybe can make use of our science and cartography. Could go for that. We have no idea if colonies are in the game. Could also go for the universities. Maybe I'm gonna go with this. And then reserves, because we need some resources. If we have universities, we don't need alchemy or printing press. So I'm going to also take cartography and throw away one of these aggressions. And then barbarians, probably not. Barbarians will be pretty good, I think. Could be useful. Knowledge of the ancients, raiders, yeah, like this. So we could go for an aggression on red next turn if we want. But now he has one military action more, so it makes it a little bit harder. And also he building military units. And of course green has +3 for every aggression to defend. And they are the leaders. I think we can take one of those. We have to see which one we want. Okay, now we can definitely play border conflict. It's looking like we will be pretty strong with this tactic, and they didn't get knights so far, and there's only one left. So we definitely can play border conflict. And then go for a leader. Michelangelo doesn't give us really anything. Genghis Khan would give us 3 culture every turn. John also doesn't give us that much, but the military action which we don't really need right now. 1 culture and some knowledge. I think Genghis Khan would be fine. Play Hammurabi, and then we can take Swordsman if we want. Play Cartography, and maybe 2 steps of this, so we can finish that next turn. And now we start with our culture production with Genghis. Some more science. Our problem right now is happy faces. We have reserves, so we can increase the population once, but we definitely have to be careful what we want to do. Destroys a farm and upgrades the other. So maybe we want to get irrigation as well if green doesn't take it. Pestilence, oh, this is... maybe it's fine for us. Could also delete one of these warriors and go for this tactic. He destroyed one of his warriors. He goes for scientific method. It's not too bad for him. Now we have to consider if we can take green. Problem is, of course, he has 3 extra strength to defend. We get 2 extra from the pact. So we would be at 10, he had 6, and he has 4 military cards, so we can't. Red, yeah, it's very likely that he has at least 1 strength card. So we can either play Rebellion or Barbarians. Both of them aren't really that great for us. But maybe we can play Rebellion and hope that we get something to get more happy faces, like Team Sports or Organized Religion. But I think Barbarians can also be very good. So I'm gonna play that. And we get the Border Conflict, this is really nice. We do some Idle Worker. And can definitely finish with this. Can play the reserves to increase our population here, which doesn't do really anything. Also maybe we destroy one of our warriors, play this tactic, and then maybe go for the swordsmen, upgrade them so we don't have corruption. And now we can take irrigation and then maybe reserves and drama, so we can go for some drama. Let's see what leaders are. Marlene Dietrich is very good with dramas. Also there's Napoleon, Catherine the Great, also John Sebastian Bach. If we can get him early, that would be great with our dramas. And yeah, maybe James Watt if we get coal. Maybe even wait with aggression for selective breeding, but it's the very beginning of H2, so we don't know if we or when we could get James Watt, so it's very dependent on which leaders come first. So for now we want to keep our options open, so I'm gonna take drama and then end the turn. So plan basically is, if there's John Sebastian Bach early, we can take him, or we can take James Watt early. That's 4A, we get some resources, that's nice. There's a little bug here, it seems, to go to the main menu very fast. Continue. Okay. Let's see what the others are doing. All of us have 5 civil actions. They have their happy faces under control. We don't, but we have 2 wonders, produce 5 signs, especially or mostly from these wonders. And yeah, the rest is very even. But we are in front military and produce culture with Genghis. Here's quite a lot of resources. Okay, now he's quite strong. Dark Age, oh, that's bad, that's really bad. Losing 4 signs just like that. That's not what you want. Okay, there's James Watt and coal, so there's definitely an option to go for that combo, which can be really strong, especially in a 3-player game where resource production becomes really much more important, because there's less yellow cards for each player, because the amount of yellow cards stay exactly the same as in a 2-player game. So the question is, do we want to play Rebellion now? I don't think so. So I'm gonna skip the politics. And yeah, gain 3 resources. You can take James Watt and coal. Then we can first play James Watt and coal. Upgrade this for very cheap. Now of course we have corruption, but I think we are fine with that. There's no other option. We definitely want to go for coal right now, and we could wait and then maybe go for drama right now, but then yeah, we just don't have enough civil actions. We definitely want James Watt and coal. Could go for drama and then this, but then we also have corruption, or we could increase our population once and go for this, but we don't get around having corruption. So I think play is James Watt, coal, and upgrade once, and we're fine. We are okay with having some corruption because we have you're gonna have a lot of resource production very soon with James Watt if we upgrade these two as well, and then we definitely can go for Wonder, Harvard College, maybe Ocean Liner Service or Transcontinental Railroad, of course, really good with coal. Yes, we have corruption I know, and can put away one of these versions. So we do this tactic, that's really good for us. Immigration. There's also selective breeding. If we can get that, that would be really strong. Then we can really fast upgrade our economy. At the beginning of H2, that's still really strong. We definitely want that. He takes Ocean Liner Service. So yeah, we definitely want the selective breeding and hope green doesn't take it away from us. Barbarians, green has the most culture. It's very nice. He has quite a lot of culture right now, mostly by playing cards with Nostradamus. We really hope he doesn't take away selective breeding. It wouldn't really make sense for him with Machu Picchu. But again, these are computers. You never know what they will do. That's a strategy. And that's one stage of Machu Picchu. Okay, so we can take selective breeding. So we definitely want to skip because we are the weakest. Also these are not really good for us. So definitely want to take selective breeding, but also increase our production. And then we can take either wave of nationalism, but really, do we want more resources? Probably not right now. We have 9 production, so probably want some food. So I'm gonna go for frugality, so next turn we can increase our population twice. And then we still have a problem with our happy faces, but we have to deal with that pretty soon. Maybe we keep prosperity right now. Aggression, not gonna use it anyway. Keep the prosperity if we go for a very happy face building like team sports. Okay, scientific cooperation. We have 5 production and 13, and he has 6 and 3, so it's definitely good for us. I'm gonna accept. So now our selective breeding costs 1. All our technologies cost 1 actually, that's really nice. Sadly we won't get Transcontinental Road, but really we have enough resource production right now. What we want now is probably some civil actions. He takes Charles Darwin. Okay. Good harvest. Sadly we don't have that much production right now. But we have a lot of food right now, so that's also good. He has Machu Picchu now, and he has quite a lot of science production. But we also have 5 production, and with a pact, that's really nice for us. We could go for international trade agreement with, what do we want to produce? Maybe we don't want to produce anything really. Could offer to him, he would probably accept. So I'm gonna do that for him, and we produce an extra resource, and he, no, the other around. We produce extra food, and he accepts. Okay, now we can go for selective breeding. Increase population once, twice. Upgrade one of these. Maybe another one as well. Yeah, probably. So we have a huge amount of production, yeah. +9 and +5. So we definitely can go for some dramas. Operas would probably even better. We have to see if we get that. Also, we have this tactic still in hand. We definitely can go for some strength. If we deal with our happy face problem, that is. And if we do, I still want to keep prosperity, vast territory. Maybe we have some colonial strength. This I'm going to keep for now. So ravages of time, and then prosperity here. So our goal now is to use our production that we have and transform it into science, into culture, because I'm very fine with all of these. So he also goes for coal, and with the ocean and service, yes, pretty soon it's really strong for him. Prime wave, okay. Really want to see how do we want to score culture in the end. Either Marlene Dietrich or Chaplin with our dramas and theaters. Could also go for Bill Gates, but we have quite a high production already. Also, James Watt doesn't do anything for us right now, and he goes for Bach without any theaters. Okay, so we definitely can go for team sports now to deal with our happy face problem. So we can build it once, and then also go for some military. We're strongest now. It was a really nice turn for us. And then maybe we want to play drama before we lose it. If the age ends before our next turn, we will lose all of these cards. Also we have corruption, so maybe we don't play drama and hope that we can get movies or multimedia. Yeah, I think this is fine. And throw away this and maybe the aggression. Yep, throw away the aggression. Okay, should cancel the pact. Didn't like us doing so much research. So right now we have a lot of, both me and Red have a lot of production, and Green doesn't really, a little bit with resources, but not that much food, but he has a big lead in culture, also a very good tactic, so we really have to be careful that we can catch up. And yeah, the age ends sadly. So we lose all of our cards, and now I have to see. First we want to play this territory, and definitely bid for this with 8. Okay, Red gets it for just 1 warrior, that's really nice for Red. So sadly we lost our drama, which is really sad. Maybe we should have played the last turn differently. I really want another civil action, so maybe I'm gonna go with justice system, even though it's pretty expensive. But now we have no corruption, and then we can build another team sports. Yep. Let's see if we draw a war. Not yet. Definitely could go for a war. Oh, this is reds. Nice. Really, really nice for them. Building 8 food is really bad for us. Okay, now he goes for Darwin and his huge happy face problem. Let's see if he deletes, destroys his mine, or builds. Okay. Okay. Also upgraded his culture production. We really want some high level urban buildings now. Like multimedia is definitely an option. He has quite a lot of science in the bank. Yeah, I think we're gonna go for multimedia now. Upgrading our science production and culture production is really important right now. We could try to play an aggression because we can't do anything else, but then we won't draw as much. So I think we won't, because it's very unlikely. It just needs one of these cards to be a defense card. So going for multimedia, and then playing one, building one, and now we could either take air forces, which I'm gonna do actually. Air force is very important, only 2 in the game, and if we don't get that, then we have to be careful. This very good, we can just build one of these and we are pretty much safe from any military aggressions or wars. I'm gonna keep this aggression for now. Freedom of movement, this is really nice for us. We can swap one of these philosophies for multimedia. We have enough resources for that. See, there's also International Red Cross on the game, so you definitely could go for mechanized agriculture with James Watt, which then will also produce us some culture. Wanna give us culture once with best farm. Our problem right now is a little bit the civil actions. We have 6, which is fine, but not that great. In the vast territory, we really want that. Let's see if 9 is enough. Could also bid 11, but I think 9 is better. Yeah, sending 2 away is... we could do that, actually. Oh, we just have to send one of these. And let's see, here's 11 resources. Could finish this, but I definitely don't like Harvard College that much. It's quite expensive. If he finishes it now, it doesn't really do that much for him. So definitely one of the weaker wonders in my opinion. And He takes Bill Gates, yeah, of course, very nice for him. Also at 11 production now. That was really nice for him. So we could play this, but we are not in the front there. We can go for democracy later, but we are also weaker. We don't know what these are, so I'm gonna skip and take a worker from philosophy and put him on multimedia for 8. Nice. We don't want United Nations. We probably do want the Red Cross. So definitely upgrade one for the 0. That's nice. And we have also quite a lot of science production. We don't need patriotism. We can go for endowment of the arts. Get 6 culture. I can. Oh, I thought that. I've built one of these and we are in front again. Could also have gone for Nelson Mandela, but he costs so much civil actions. I'll throw away this war and one of these plunders and one of these cards. So we are hoping to get the Red Cross. They're doing a pact between themselves. C is, we also would like engineering if we get International Red Cross, because there's quite a lot of steps that we want to finish immediately. If we do that, we score 30 culture, which is really, really much. Terrorism, I have the least culture, that is really nice for us. Don't know who put that in. Probably red. And he with 10 culture resource production now is also really nice. We could also go for Iron Fleming. If we also get movies, he produces quite a lot of culture. And we don't need James Watt anymore. So maybe that's a good move. Okay, now we can go for impact of government, I think. Or impact of balance. Oh, this is really nice for us. So I'm gonna go with that. Depends. Has no colonies. So we can delete, destroy urban buildings with the terrorism. So from red we're gonna destroy one of these and one computer from green. Then going for Iron Fleming. Go for movies as well. Said we can't build one, which would be a lot of production. We could go like this. Then we're at 18, which is quite a lot. And but then we can't defend, sadly. So maybe we have to wait one turn. But we can upgrade these for the 0 again. Fleming. And then increase our population once. Yeah. 11 production is also nice. So we could play Endowment of the Arts, which is better. We will have 2 corruption, but we will have 6 culture from that instead of 3 as we have next turn, because we produce more than red. So I think this is the right move. And the 2 corruption isn't that bad. We have a lot of resources. And we don't have the military actions to play the Occupy. So we do it like that. I would really like some democracy. This is also really, really nice. I would actually build both of them. We have to, sadly, we have 1 missing. And we score 7 culture, I think. We have everything else we want. Problem now is green can play an aggression, so maybe we should have been more careful. That would really suck if he plays an aggression now. So he also goes for a little bit of military now. Green doesn't play an aggression, that's nice. Impact of balance 18, that's crazy. James Watt really paying off because we got him so early and used him quite a lot. And also he has so much science. Rifleman. Let's see if he has a good tactic as well. No, he doesn't. Okay, now we can look at red's hand or green's. Green has a lot of cards in hand. Red, not that many. I'm gonna look at greens. Okay, the hybrid war and impact of competition. Interesting. And now we can play the impact of government. Impact of colonies. We have also 2 colonies. Now we want to go for military theory. Increase the population a few times. Could go for war. We can have so much population and then build our army again. And then either go for movies. Yeah, we can go for movies. We still are pretty strong. We can rely on that for now. And if someone declares war, we can go for Air Force next turn. And have 18 culture production. Of harmony at 16. That's also good for us. As you can see, red is also overtaking green slowly but surely, because green was producing quite a lot in the beginning, not anymore. There's International Red Cross, we really would like to get that, to turn our food into culture. Which is a really nice addition, this International Red Cross, because without that it was always like food in the end, definitely not that strong. Bit of science, there we are, second strongest. So let's see if he goes for more military. It does. And military theory. And now he has finished his Harvard College. Let's see if he has, modern infantry, modern army, that is. But he can't declare war anymore because next turn will be his last. You can look at red's card as well. Okay. Bit of variety is also good for us. Industry also not too bad. Red is a little bit ahead, but not that much. Now there's democracy, or we can go for air forces. Also want International Red Cross. See, they also have some food they could use for that. Could build 4 stages. But then green could play an aggression. We have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right? 6, 9, 10, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we can defend, so this is fine. We do have corruption, but we really have no problem with that. So we can finish this next turn, or they will finish it for us. And government, where we are also not too bad. Ahead probably. 21, yeah. He goes for democracy now. And finishes the International Red Cross. There's 4 temples actually. And a lot of knights. And also not too bad culture production. Let's see if he tries to play an aggression. No, he doesn't. A bit of competition. That's okay. We will score some with Bill Gates, of course, in the end. Communism. Now we see a big smiley program. I don't know what his plan is here. So he ends with an uprising. Interesting move. Yeah, look at green sand, why not? Okay, sure. So we can play Impact of Strength. But to do that we would have to play Air Forces and then build one, and we would be not too bad. And we could play another one, so I think that is a really good option. Because 44 we will be the strongest. So I'm definitely gonna play Impact of Strength. And Impact of Progress 30, that's quite a lot. We have only 14 and 10, that was really good for him. And now we can play 2 Air Forces. And also Democracy, receive more culture. And that's basically it. Can take away some cards, but not much. Okay. And the turn, cruise 21 again, quite a lot of culture production, and red doesn't play politics, destroys a mine, goes for a theater. Okay, increase the population, so he has famine. So these computers definitely not playing optimal. Technology, green should have a lot there as well, yeah. Culture, definitely us. It's really interesting to see if red or green will win. A bit of wonders, always not that big a difference. A bit of variety, 20, 18 and 10. So yeah, green makes the second place, especially with Bill Gates, and we win quite handily. So I hope you had fun and enjoyed this game. It's a little bit different to play 3-player games than 2-player games. Maybe next time I will play a 3-player game online, but it's really always hard to find players who play fast enough so I can upload that game and don't have to wait 5 minutes between each turn. I think nobody would enjoy that, but yeah, if you have any comments, let me know, and see you next time.